Yamaha Aerox problems. The Yamaha Aerox scooter offers efficient speed, firm handling, and is loaded with premium features. Whether you're looking for a scooter, technically a scooter or moped, or you're a brand new Yamaha Aerox owner, knowing the trials and tribulations and troubleshooting that other owners have gone through could save you time and money. Let's move on to the most common problems with the Yamaha Aerox. Moped operating problems. There is nothing more frustrating than getting on a moped on a sunny day and having it break down as soon as it starts. We have heard from some pilots who have experienced multiple operational problems and erratic performance. Since the Yamaha Aerox is one of the most reliable mopeds on the market, we did a deep dive to find out more about the following problems these riders had on the Yamaha Aerox. The moped refuses to start. Electric starter does not work. One of the charms of the Yamaha Aerox is its electric starter. Although the motorbike has a manual or foot-operated starting system, electric starting is ideal for moped riders. Some of the complaints we have encountered with Aerox mopeds are from owners who press the electric starter and, instead of the engine roaring and starting, the electric starter just spins, and the bike shows no signs of starting. Users noted that the battery is charged, the digital instruments are on, and the turn signals are working well, indicating that the wiring harness is intact. And if the kickstart is working properly, then the ignition system is not the culprit either. Solution: the most frequent cause is that the cable connecting the starter system to the engine is exposed. Just behind the rear wheel, there is a cable that goes to the engine, the only cable in that area. As this cable is exposed, it tends to rust or trap debris, causing it to slip out of place. The quick solution is to simply push it back in by hand, but eventually you will have to weld it back in place more permanently. The moped loses power and stops. Another problem with Aerox scooters is that they often shut down, i.e. lose power and stall. The pattern is almost the same. The user starts the bike, rides it for a few minutes, and then stops. In some cases, the scooter stalls when it reaches a certain temperature. In these cases, the scooter may lose power after the scooter has been idling for some time, e.g. at a red light. While we understand the frustration, no one likes it when their scooter dies during a trip. Almost all of these events are the result of a poorly maintained scooter or a scooter that has been standing idle without maintenance for a long time. Possible causes of these malfunctions include 1. Battery problems. A bad battery can cause the Aerox to not start. Some batteries tend to discharge if they are not used for a long time. This would explain why many of the affected users found it difficult to start the bike after a period of disuse. 2. Cold carburation. If your Aerox moped is slow to start when cold, don't worry. The problem is common to all carburetor mopeds and motorbikes, not just Aerox, and is quite pronounced on frosty mornings. Here are some tips. A simple solution is to use the starter pedal instead of the electric starter. Also, always remove the choke before doing this to make it more effective, and allow the bike to warm up with the choke removed for about 5 minutes before riding it cold. 3. Air leaks. Air leaks cause an imbalance in the air-fuel ratio and cause the engine to run lean. If this happens, the moped may stall after a period of use. This could be due to a crack in a manifold, the manifold could be broken, or an air filter. Examine the moped to find the area of the leak, seal it, and see if the problem disappears. Depending on your experience and where the leak is, you may need a professional for this. 4. Defective spark plugs. If your spark plug does not provide the spark required for ignition, your bike will not start. The usual solution is to clean the spark plug if it is fouled or to buy a new one. 5. Defective air-fuel filters. Clogged air and fuel filters cause the engine to run on either too little or too much fuel. Both can cause the engine to stall and lose power. Ride quality is poor in some situations. The Yamaha Aerox was designed to be a strong product in a small package. It is small, but the Aerox has great cornering and handling ability, thanks to its sporty design. However, some users have had problems with its chassis, which offers little room for the rider's feet. Although the seat is soft and wide and welcomes a passenger, there is little room to spare. The seat is not too high, but it is wide, and that also means that you have to turn your legs here and there. While some users praise the upright position of the body and the relaxed position of the feet when they slide to the extended side of the footrest, others complain that this comfort does not last long. Other users dislike the stiff suspension, claiming that ride quality can be compromised, especially over bumps and other uneven surfaces. Our mission is to share with you the few negative opinions we've heard amidst the sea of praise for the Aerox as a solid everyday scooter. The moped vibrates excessively. It is normal for a scooter of this power to vibrate. However, excessive vibration can make the ride harsh and reduce riding pleasure. Some complaints about the Aerox have revolved around its tendency to vibrate excessively. This particular scooter is much more powerful than its competitors, so some riders need time to adjust to its power. That said, if you are feeling the effects of these vibrations in your hands, legs, it could be the sign of a different problem. If you notice that the vibration is increasing, here are some potentials to examine. 1. Unsuitable wheel bearings. Bad wheel bearings can cause your moped to vibrate, especially at certain speeds. One way to tell if a bad wheel bearing is the culprit is to examine the wheels. To do this, lift each wheel and rotate them. Check for squeaks or if it takes extra effort to turn the wheel. These signs indicate that the wheel bearings need to be replaced. 2. Unbalanced crankshaft. Bad crankshaft bearings can cause your scooter to vibrate, especially at high revs. 3. Problems with the variator. Some Aerox users report that their bikes vibrate at idle or low speeds. If this is the case, the speed controller on your Aerox may be faulty. A variator is a component on scooters that controls the speed of the engine. How does the variator affect vibrations? If faulty or incorrectly configured, the engine may run at low revs in low-speed situations. Tuning the speed control to allow more engine RPM at low speed should solve the problem. There are several online resources that can teach you how to tune your scooter's variator correctly. Repeated electrical problems. Electrical problems can be the result of poor maintenance, but they can also be unfortunate victims of the wear and tear of a daily driver. Aerox users have experienced some electrical problems, some of which are specific, some of which are standard for any daily driver. Some of these include 1. Malfunctioning electric starter. Your motorbike's electric starter should only work if you activate it. However, the starter motor may try to turn over without actually activating it. In such a situation, the starter motor is clearly malfunctioning. Most diagnostics reveal that this problem is due to a short circuit of the starter relay. The short circuit will force the switch into a constant on, which would explain why the starter motor turns on when it should not. 2. Indicators. Dashboard lights do not work. If you start the bike and the indicators do not come on, something is wrong with the electrical system. It could be the result of faulty regulators, rectifiers, earth connectors, or bad batteries, or even just a loose battery terminal. Wrenching these components for inspection and adjustment is part of routine vehicle maintenance. To prevent them from occurring, follow the maintenance schedule in the owner's manual. Advantages of the Yamaha Aerox. Here are some of the advantages of the Yamaha Aerox. Impressive performance. The Aerox comes with a 155cc, liquid-cooled, single-cylinder engine that delivers around 15 horsepower, brake horsepower, of torque and 13.8 Nm of torque. This makes the Aerox the best performing model in its segment. In addition, this model comes with variable valve timing, VVT, which provides the following advantages: higher revolutions per minute, lower fuel consumption, reduction of carbon emissions, longer engine life. Attractive design. There is no denying that the Aerox is one of the most attractive models on the market. An angular silhouette and sharp lines further enhance the model's aggressive, sporty styling. Adequate braking capacity. Brakes are an important part of any motorbike and help you stop it safely. The Aerox scooter offers decent stopping power, thanks to a front disc and rear drum brake. The models also come with an anti-lock braking system, ABS, that provides excellent stopping power on wet surfaces. Advanced features. One of the best things about Aerox is the wealth of features it offers. For example, Aerox models come with a smart key feature that allows the user to remotely lock or unlock the scooter. This feature helps protect your scooter in crowded parking spaces. All you have to do is press the key, and your scooter will beep and turn on its lights. Another impressive feature of the Aerox is the dial assembly on the front panel. This component allows you to turn the scooter on and off and open the fuel tank door and storage compartment. You can even lock the steering wheel to prevent criminals from stealing your bike. Other features include a digital instrument cluster, LED headlights, LED taillights, and a mobile phone charging socket. Good storage options. The Aerox comes with a large load capacity, thanks to an under-seat storage compartment. With it, you can store things like helmets, food, or books on your bike. There's also a glove box where you can store small items such as keys, phones, wallets, and so on. Very low fuel consumption. Despite the amount of power on offer, the Aerox doesn't guzzle fuel. This is mainly due to Yamaha's Blue Core technology, which helps to keep fuel consumption low. Cons of the Yamaha Aerox. The following are some of the shortcomings of the Yamaha Aerox. Motorbike operating problems. Ride quality is poor in some situations. The bike vibrates